good? Episode 183, Stash House Podcast. Your boy Tyler checking in. First time listeners, thank y'all for tuning in. If you tune in weekly, salute. And just an episode. Saw some topics you may want to hear about. Salute to you as well. Like, share, subscribe, retweet, whatever you do to help support the podcast. Thank you. Make sure you guys subscribe. All streaming platforms, your preferred streaming platform. Anchor app, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Make sure you guys run those views up, those comments. Like I said before, man, closing in on 200 episodes, closing in about a month away now from the 4-year anniversary of the podcast. So a lot of things to look forward to, man. I just appreciate y'all once again every time joining me, man, tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I always say it's a difference between the person who listens to music and the person who listens to podcasts, man. I don't got no ill beats I'm rhyming to and nothing like that. I'm not coming up with no different schemes or nothing like that. I'm just speaking my thoughts, man, my opinions on things I like to talk about, man. And speaking of that, I think this the first time on the podcast I ever said this. If not the first, maybe the second. I'm going to do my best to give y'all a good episode this week, man, because the news cycle this week has been very, very nasty, man. Very, very nasty. Thing not only about things I don't care about, but things I feel like I don't need to know about. And that's the thing about podcasts. People are like, oh, Tyler, you do this every week, whoop-de-whoop. Fam, it's plenty of times. I'm like, 180-some episodes in? Fam, it's been plenty of times I've recorded a podcast and been like, man, I really don't want to record. I really don't. Even if it's just fatigue or like this week, like a slow news week. But this news week, it's not a slow news week. It's just been a nasty news week. In my opinion, man. It is what it is, though. I mean, that's what you sign up for when you do these things. So I'm going to give y'all the best I can, man. But just know, it's been a nasty-ass news week. But to start on a positive note, man, shout out to my boy Zoe. Man, we just took a good little fellas trip, man, over the weekend to the beach, man, Panama City real quick, just to get away, man. And condolences to the people in Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic who's in the route of the hurricane and everything. I've been seeing different posts on Instagram and all that. My boy Zoe, his family was affected by it. So we just wanted to get out, man, go to Panama City real quick, get away from the news and just get away for a minute, man, get a clear mind. And we just got on the beach, had our tents, had a 12-pack, Bluetooth, chairs and everything, man. We just chilled at the beach for hours, bro, just kicking it, enjoying the scenery. Not far from us, like literally, like we sitting here, like probably a little bit further down. It was a wedding on the beach, so we saw a wedding on the beach. Everybody was in the water and on the sand on the beach watching the wedding. That was beautiful to see. The weather was perfect, just to get away for it, man. I tell people, man, in this community of Phoenix City, Columbus, it's cool, but you got to get away from it, man. I prefer really every month if you got the means to do so, because this shit would drive you crazy if you let it, man. So that was a good getaway, man. Get away for a minute for the day. And like I said, it's been a nasty news week, and I was debating, like, damn, should I even go record? You know what I'm saying? After that, I was like, should I even go record? Man, I really don't want to talk about none of this shit. I really don't care about it. But I took off the week before last, and I was like, damn, I don't want to be that inconsistent and not drop one week, drop the next week, but not drop the next week. I was like, well, it is what it is, man. So, yeah, shout out my boy Zoe, man. That was a cool time, man. The beach. Found a good spot at the beach as well, so all in all, that was fun. Boston Celtics has suspended. As of right now, he's suspended for a year. The head coach, Ime Udoka, for quote-unquote failing team protocol. And that's the thing that got me off rip with this story. If he failed team protocol, if he didn't abide by team protocol, just say that. But the way they worded it, he was having intimate, consensual relations with the woman staff, a woman staffer. And then I saw news that it wasn't consensual. So do what you do with that news. I have no idea. Like I said, as a person who come on here, and clearly I'm a fan of sports, I keep up with sports. But honestly, y'all, their personal life I do not care about. Unless it's something foul like the Ray Rice situation or something like that. We got this Brett Favre news going around, that just slimy news. It's certain things like that. It's like, okay, I get it. But in my opinion, y'all cheating on your wife, and I'm not a relationship man, so don't take my word as law. Please do not take my word as law when it comes to relationship talk. But y'all, cheating happens. Cheating happens. I'm not saying everybody cheats. I'm not saying all men cheat. I'm definitely not saying all black men cheat. I'm not saying that at all. But y'all, people cheat. We've seen it with either your mom, your dad, your aunt, uncle, cousin, friend, a teacher you went to school, a teacher that taught you, a coach at your school. We're not blind to the fact that people cheat, y'all. I hate to be the man to say it, but if you are blind to the fact that people cheat, you are in for a rude, hopefully not you're in for a rude awakening, but y'all, please do not be blind to the fact that people cheat. And once again, we don't know these people's relationship. I think him and Nia Long, that who he was married to, I think that's why our community was such an uproar about this news, because they're like, oh, who his wife was? What? Nia Long? How you cheat on Nia Long? What you mean how you cheat on Nia Long? People cheat, y'all. People cheat. I'm sorry to let y'all know that. That's the way of the world. People cheat. You know what I'm saying? If it was anybody else, maybe we won't be up in the uproar about like, oh, he cheated on his wife, he got a year, whatever. But I think the fact that it was Nia Long, everybody like, oh my God, how you cheat on Nia Long? Ooh. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I know Tyler normally the guy to, jokey joke, but in terms of relationships and cheating, trust me, y'all, people cheat. Our job is to do the best we can and love each other, have a healthy household, and just pray together and get this money together and, like I said, raise our children the best way we can. But we can't be blind to the fact that shit happens. Sorry. Now, in terms of the news coming out, like I said, I don't care about their personal life. They could have just came out and said, yo, he didn't abide by team protocol. He's been suspended for a year. You say that, then you let the media do what the media do. Go ask questions. Go investigate. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Maybe a month away from now, we would have got news, yo, Nia Long has filed for divorce, and who knows? Then we were like, oh, we put 2 and 2 together. Like, let us do something. Let us have some type of, you know what I'm saying, let us guess a little bit about what happened. Don't just come out and say, yo, he had intimate consensual relations with a woman. Like, come on, man. You putting the man business out like that on Front Street? Like, fam, y'all could have kept that low. And that goes to my thing, Boston. I never visited Boston, like a great city, but we can't be blind to the fact as well of how Boston politics are, man. We've heard numerous stories from players and coaches and people in sports. When you go to Boston, it's a different energy. Shit, if you want me to be 100% honest with y'all, I was shocked to see that Boston even hired a black head coach when they hired him a couple years ago. I was like, what? Boston got a black head coach? Oh, word? I was shocked to see that. So who knows how this news came about? Like they said, a person on the staff leaked the news or whatever, and who knows what's the in and outs about that, whether it was a player, another staff member, the person he was dealing with. We don't know who the person is. I seen pictures going around of who the alleged woman is, and imagine that. Imagine if it wasn't true. People saying, yo, this the woman. Imagine she's not even the woman. Now imagine her thought process like, damn, y'all gonna put me on Front Street because I'm a black woman on the Boston Celtics staff that y'all think it was me? You know what I'm saying? So, man, when news come out this like that just nasty like this, and like I said, people get their opinion and they just run with it. We don't have no inside information. We don't know what's true, what's false. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know I get it. In our community, Nia Long, we praise her and all that. I get it. I 1,000% agree. I 1,000% agree with the fact of like, damn, how can you cheat on Nia Long? I do agree with that. I do agree, but at the same time, we don't know what goes on in these folks' households. We do not know, y'all. Sorry. We do not know. I hate if you do know what's going on, please let us know. But if you don't know, we can't say nothing, y'all. We don't know what's been going on. And that's why I would say, I do not care about these athletes and these coaches' personal life because I don't know. The last time I probably cared about what an athlete was doing when I first saw Allen Iverson play. And I was like, damn, the dude got these braids and these tattoos. I know he got some women in the building. You know what I'm saying? I was like elementary school. That's the last time I was like, okay, I know this dude right here got his thing going on. But trust me, y'all, as a 20-something, damn near 30-year-old man, I'm not watching Ja Morant play and say, damn, wonder how many hoes Ja Morant got lined up after the game. Trust me, y'all, I'm not thinking about that. That's the last thing I'm thinking about, what Ja Morant is doing when he leaves the basketball court, y'all. So I get it, man. It's a touchy subject for our community, but y'all, it happens. Cheating happens. I don't have no deep dive about it. I don't think I can really say about this story. I just wish it would have not came out the way it came out. Like, just say he didn't abide by team protocol, he's been suspended for a year. And the fact that you suspended him for a year, it felt like you kind of playing with the man. It's like, damn, you're going to put the business out that I'm having consensual, intimate relationships with a woman staffer, and you're not going to fire. I'd rather you fire me so I can go and hide and take care of my business on the low rather than you suspend me for a year. So that whole year, you're talking about me and all that. Then I got to come back and deal with the Boston crowd and the media. And it's nasty, man. It's nasty, bro. It's just certain things that don't need to be in the public. Now, of course, he shouldn't have cheated on his wife. I'm not saying that, cheating happens. He cheated on his wife. Of course he shouldn't have cheated on his wife. For one, it don't help our case as black men that he cheated on Nia Long. That's what I really want to go to right now. Of course, I don't agree with it, whatever, but it's not making nothing better for us as black men that, damn, first Beyonce, well, not even first Beyonce, one Beyonce, Nia Long, I don't even want to go down the list of other women, but it's not helping us as black men, y'all. Like, damn. Damn, Nia Long, for real? It's a cold world, y'all, but like I said, can't be blind to the fact. Can't be blind to the fact, and hopefully they take care of it in private, man. This ain't nothing for the public to see, man. Take care of it in private. Give these folks their privacy, man, on the real. Give these folks their privacy. You know what I'm saying? If he wanted it on Front Street, I'm sure he would have put it on Front Street. I'm not sure if it's camera footage out or what, but let these folks handle that shit in private, man. You know what I'm saying? Put the ball on the court, man. Let the team do what they do. That's all I care about. I don't care about the personal. Unless it's like locker room player, engaging players fighting, something like that affect the on-the-court product. But what that man do behind closed doors, man, let him and his people handle that, his family. You know what I'm saying? He got kids involved. It's too many variables for us to be coming on here talking about what's right and what's wrong, man. Cheating happens. It happens. Let these folks handle it in the private. The way it's presented to us was wild. It was foul. People bringing up the Brett Favre situation, like, yo, why ESPN doing wall-to-wall coverage of the Boston Celtics news and not mentioning the Brett Favre situation with welfare fraud and all that? And I totally agree. If you're going to talk about one person doing dirt, talk about the other person doing dirt. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't got nothing else to talk about. It's only week 3 in the NFL, about week 4 or 5 in college football. Everything, I think, baseball about to start playoffs soon. You don't got nothing else to talk about. Talk about, if you want to talk about Boston Celtics, talk about Brett Favre. And throw the Cowboys in there just to even things out if you want to. I don't care. Talk about Brett Favre, the Cowboys, and Boston Celtics. Have some balance with it, man. That's all I'm saying. I agree with that. You want to talk about Boston? Talk about Brett Favre. But all in all, man, let these folks handle this in private, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of our business what they got going on the side. I saw a quote that went around, Rich Homie Quan saying he top 3 in Atlanta and he's not 3. I don't know if I agree with that. Like, I just get it. Rich Homie took advantage of this situation with, I ain't going to say he took advantage of the situation with YSL and all that, but when the thing happened with YSL, people was saying, yo, this the perfect time for Rich Homie to come back outside. And he took advantage of it. He been dropping music. He been doing interviews and in the media. I want to say even after the whole Rich Gang split, which y'all talk about splits that, I ain't going to say hurt me, but splits I wish didn't happen. Fam, you cannot make that first Rich Gang mixtape. Rich Homie Quan, Young Thug, and Birdman. You cannot make that first mixtape and probably not even 3 months after that, y'all go y'all separate ways. You cannot do that, man. That was a robbery in the community that we did not get more Rich Gang after that first mixtape. That's a classic mixtape. I remember my time period. I was in Troy. It was my second year at Troy. My boy Rashawn was at the Grove. That was a semester right there when that Rich Gang came out, man. I still listen to that mixtape. I be thinking about, like, damn, 730, Freestyle, Milk Marie. Man, that was a mixtape, man. And he was dropping, he been dropping since then. I get it. Young Thug came out, after that split, Young Thug came out on top, if you ask me. I mean, Young Thug had Check, With That, Power, Again. Like, Thug was on the road after that. So I clearly say, after that breakup, Thug, and I still feel like Thug got the better end of that breakup, if you ask me. So, Rich Homie, he been dropping, but ain't nothing been hitting. But now he coming out, and he came out with this quote saying, yo, he top 3 in Atlanta, he's not 3. Man, Quan, I get it, but I have yet to run into anybody message me or anything, say, hey, Tyler, have you heard this one Rich Homie Quan song? Not the project, just a song. And I get it. Everybody wants to see Rich Homie back on his shit, and people been saying, yeah, he been back on his shit, but all I'm saying is nobody has came to me personally and said, hey, this one song he got, that's the one. So that's why I'm scratching my head. I'm like, okay, I get it. Everybody want to see him on the roll again. We want to see him doing good, but I have yet to hear anybody say anything about even just one song. Not 2, 3, just one. And be like, yo, Tyler, Rich Homie Quan doing his thing on this song. So that's all I'm saying. Now, he been doing his thing for the past decade. Like I said, after that Rich Gang split, that was what, 2015? 2015, because the tape came out in like October. I think they went their separate ways. I think Flex and all that was 2015. So ever since 2015, I haven't heard, me personally, and I've been skimming through them, but I haven't heard nothing that made me be like, okay, he back. That's all I'm saying. If I'm missing something, please send me a link. That's why I'm asking y'all. Please send me a link of Rich Homie Quan, the one song that I can be like, all right, I get it. But I haven't heard nobody say nothing yet. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like I said, I ain't gonna keep you out here too long this week, man. Yeah, this news cycle week, man, it's been messy. It's been nasty. It's not what I really prefer to talk about, but it is what it is. Trust me, if I did not drop an episode a couple weeks ago, I wouldn't have dropped this week. I'm just being 100 with y'all. I wouldn't have dropped this week, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. This is what I signed up for. I don't want to be that inconsistent. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get some more things going on up here, man. I just been, like I said, I had to go to the beach this weekend, man, clear my mind a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I know it seemed like Tyler come in here and do what he do every week, have fun with it, but y'all shit get tiring sometimes. But I had to get away for a minute. But it is what it is. I'm in good spirits though, man. Hopefully, I think some new albums coming out. Like I said, sports. I'm looking at House of the Dragon. Don't think I'm not looking at House. I'm looking at House of the Dragon. So I got some things to talk about. But this past news week, it just been messy and nothing to really balance it out. That's my thing. I'm like, ain't no new music came out, no video, no movie. I'm like, damn, man. So it is what it is though, man. Like I said, this is what I signed up for. So overall, I just hope y'all have a great week. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Be safe. Keep me in your prayers. I do the same for y'all, man. Salute.